Good evening and thank you for joining us. And the top of the news this evening is a threatened shutdown of the Atlantic City Expressway tomorrow morning by the group The Forgotten Youth of Atlantic City. The group, led by the Reverend Al Sharpton, rallied tonight to gain support for the protest. Traffic flowed freely on the Atlantic City Expressway late this afternoon, but that won't be the case tomorrow if the Reverend Al Sharpton and the Forgotten Youth of Atlantic City have their way. The group has vowed to shut down the roadway as a finale to a protest scheduled for 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Tonight, Sharpton rallied support for the demonstration at Pitney Village in Atlantic City, where he gave an indication of things to come.
We can expect masses of people to march. We can expect masses of people to put themselves in a position to be arrested for a cause that is bigger than just having a holiday.
The protest centers around the Forgotten Youth's fight for a community youth center in Atlantic City. Talks between the two sides broke down on Friday. Sharpton says he's stepping in to raise the problems of Atlantic City to a national audience.
One city on the boardwalk of opulence, affluence, and power, and there's one off the boardwalk of poverty and pain. And somebody must put light on this, and I will try to help these young people raise this to the attention of the nation, to where the casinos and the city will have no choice but to do what is right.
Joining us now live in the Newscenter with the latest on the issue is the Reverend Al Sharpton, and it's 5 after 11. Where do we stand at this point?
Well, we have made a moral appeal to the mayor to meet with the adult leadership to try to avert this. And the leaders of the NAACP, leaders of the ministers, sat today at the church, waited 2 hours, the mayor never came. So it left no choice for the young people now to rally tomorrow, and we'll be joining them. We'll be meeting 11 o'clock at the Uptown housing development to begin a march, nonviolent march, to raise national attention to the fact that there is no recreational or cultural facilities for these young people.
Talks broke down on Friday. Now, it would stand to reason that the group would stand to get more publicity from a display like tomorrow as opposed to the quietness of talks. Was this the plan from the get-go, or?
No, I don't think that was the plan. They wouldn't have talked in the beginning if they didn't want to resolve something. And again, when a mayor just outright insults the adults of the community who were not necessarily supporting the idea of the march, but he wouldn't even come to hear what they had to say or hear their ideas on how to avert it, I think it gives no choice to go from conversation to confrontation. I, for one, wanted them to have conversation, but now we have no choice but to make the mayor learn some manners.
Is there anything that they can say at this point that would avert?
I think that they could, if they could call during the night and talk to the adult leaders and come with a concrete plan. All the kids are asking for is what was promised all along, that the casinos put aside some money in the city that will help black and white kids have cultural and recreational programs. I don't think that that's a left-wing proposal.
Reverend Al Sharpton, thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Stopping by tonight. Reverend Al Sharpton, we will have a complete report tomorrow night on the events tomorrow night on Newscenter at 6. In other news today,